3 years has passed very, very quickly, yeah. But it still goes back to the original brief, which was to recognise best practice, some of the excellent standards that are in the region for the industry, and really trying to raise the whole profile. And I think, that was the original brief, and I think, quite honestly, it's achieved that, yeah. Seeing the whole industry raise its standard and keep moving forward as it does at a fast pace is just fantastic, yeah. And I think Automechanika Awards are really the only platform that's recognising that. We've kept evolving the standard and we've kept evolving the category groups, and with that, seeing new entrants coming in, the quality of the submissions, the level of information that's provided, it's very, very comprehensive. People are very passionate about this, so it makes first of all, you could say, well, that's good that they're giving us all this information, but yeah, it means a lot of debate, a lot of time and a lot of effort going into it. And remember, this isn't about one day judging, this is about a series of weeks. From when the nominations are submitted, we take all that time to go through, review, shortlist, question, challenge each other. So, and my fellow judges as well, they are all pretty competitive, so there's a lot of discussion, a lot of debate.
We are improving year by year. The process is much more professional and much more advanced. We have a mix of big companies, even OEM suppliers, but also very small startups, very small local companies. So it's actually a very good mix what we could achieve. And also the award is becoming more international. I can remember when we started only from these companies who were operating in UAE. Now we have companies coming from Africa, from India, from actually the whole region. And that's actually also a very positive development. Competition is always good to improve performance. Automechanika is playing a very good part to encourage actually the market to improve themselves and to look for this competition.
Okay, first of all, I will just tell you that I'm very proud of being part of this initiative. We see more participants from other regions. When we started, most of them were from Dubai, not even from other Emirates. This year compared to the previous year, there is a lot of more participants, and I would say I'm happy to see us going in the right way, and I hope for more participants next year.
I've seen the evolution of the entries to be very, very robust in terms of the quality of submissions. We see a lot of transformation happening in the aftermarket industry, and I think there is more curiousness across companies, across players, across industry. What we need to realize is now a lot of solutions and products have a global mandate. So I could be sitting in a Delaware, in a Bangalore, having an automotive solution that could cater locally, regionally, globally. So I think we had this year as well certain entries, certain very good entries which have come out from certain unknown cities. We need to be little evaluation driven in terms of how do you dissect the categories. So if I'm evaluating the women, entrepreneur of the year, we need to evaluate what that individual's contribution has been into that whole P&L or into the business, into the larger scheme of things. Now that particular business may be a great business which would have done well, but what is that individual's contribution? So I think the title of the award, title of the category is important, and you reflect that into, how is that reflected in the submission?
I was curious how the meetings and the judging was actually happening, and now being here, I could really see there are experts in the room who really know what they are doing, and they really put some nice time and research into the voting, even visiting the locations to make sure they were proposing the right candidates. So I felt very comfortable, obviously with the voting, which was a question mark for me from an outsider. And I'm really proud to be actually selected as one of the judges. So thank you very much for the opportunity.